Let's go back to the test base and add one more thing, which we should have added in the beginning, and that is a test cleanup method. So we're going to add an attribute here, test cleanup. There it is, using the IDE. I found it. Same thing, write a method, call it cleanup. And inside of here, we're going to clean up WebDriver, which I should have been doing from the beginning, but I was not, which is my fault for not doing it. But we do need to do it at the end of every test. So my driver lives in browser, and I'm going to do a driver.close. I'm sorry, browser.close. Put the semicolon. So the driver lives in the browser class, and it has a close method. But right now, the close method doesn't exist, which is what this is complaining about. So very easy. Alt-Enter will allow me to create a method, browser.close. So I'm going to click it, and now look, it takes me to browser's object. And now in here, I can design the close method. And this one is very simple. We're just going to reuse our WebDriver, static WebDriver class. And then it has a close method, which is exactly what we want. So it basically cleans up. So now let me Control Tab to test base. So now we have a test initialize and a test cleanup. So in the beginning, it initializes the browser, runs the test, whatever the test does, and then it cleans up by closing the browser. This is so awesome because if we had another thing like maybe browser stack or Sauce Labs, we could also initialize in these methods and clean up in these methods. And all of our tests already contain access to this through inheritance, and therefore they would all be affected in the same way. How awesome is that? We wouldn't have to go through each test and update this and add more things to each of those tests. We could just update here, and each of our tests will be affected. That's the beauty of object-oriented programming, the page object model, and good design patterns in general.